The Bothata Mahlala Development Foundation, BMDF, is the brainchild of a remarkable individual, Bothata Mahlala, who is a product of a humble village in Monmorosi in the Kutin district, a place where he grew up in a family facing severe poverty. His own life experiences, marked by hardship and resilience, have inspired him to create a foundation dedicated to making a difference in the lives of others. BMDF embodies the spirit of giving back and seeks to uplift communities through various charitable endeavors. The foundation's mission is deeply rooted in helping those in need and addressing the educational, financial and social challenges faced by individuals and communities. A key pillar of the foundation's work is supporting education. Bothata understands the transformative power of education and believes in its importance for a brighter future.
PS, the principal of Albert Moroka.
Libitso la ka ke Kanetso Legisa.
Libitso la ka ke Mme Masamela Thamai.
My name is Puna Bankman.
Ke Mme Maphosile Phambaniso.
Ka leina ke Mme Stouto.
Ke Mme Maipato Kgosi.
Nna ke Diana Buiswa Mhlonyane.
Ke Masipolelo Padi.
Ntate Sekgonyela wa Hankgapetla.
I go by the name Katla Mhlachani Gazi.
My name is Ntswaki Nene.
Dr. Bothata has done a great to our school. He came here as a motivator, motivating our learners, also buying food for our grade 12s, even the needy learners.
Ke tseba Ntate Bothata Mahlala jwalo ka mohai wa lebato lena la Sulaiman Mogosi. Ke mo tseba ene le mohwebi. Ya ba sekolong sa rona mo re qadileng ho sebetsa le yena kapa ho mo bona ka taba tsa mosebetsi. Sekolo sa rona ke haho yane ya kgale. Jwale fatshe mona se ne se lemetse haholo sa mente se di fedile. Ha ke tsebe na le yena ona ile a bona ba empa ile ha se re bua ka sekolo seo ya ba hore fa di samente le a patala le motho a dilang ka moreno ona re ile ga mmona hape hana a fana ka dieta go bana ba sekolo sa rona le dikolo tse di ba 20 ka ditene le bana ba hlokang di haholo.
The foundation provides financial assistance for school fees, school supplies, and even scholarships for deserving students who might not have access to quality education otherwise. It also focuses on improving educational infrastructure by constructing classrooms and supporting schools in underserved areas.
What I could say is I was motivated since last year because I went with the matriculants of 2022, and I was inspired from seeing what he has done for them. And since then, I promised myself that I would be one of those learners who would receive one of the trophies for the best performance. And I kept my word, and this year I was one of those learners who were selected to attend the well done function, and amazingly I was one of the best performers selected and I received the trophy.
Ntate Bothata Mahlala ke motho ke mo tsebang haholo ka dithuso tsa batho ba bana ba hlokang istana le batho ba baholo ba hlokang wa ba thusa. Ke tseba ka lemotsela tse ka pela corona 2018 ke a khola hona mo ha ke sa fanye ona la rekela dikolo tsena tse tikuluong ena bana ba sekolo dieta tsa sekolo ya ba dintse di fuwa bana dikolo tsena a potolowa lebato wa lena kaofela. Jwale e ke tsebang hape ke hore sekolong se phahameng sa Masribane ka tsebo ya ka ke a tseba hona le bana ntse ba thusa ka ga sekolo seno sa masribane ka hore ba ntshetse dithuto tsa bona pele jwalo ka bana ba hlokang ba senang le batswadi ba bang ba ntse ba na le batswadi ka bobedi empa batswadi ka ha ona moo ba nkang teng o ntsa ba thusa.
Mr. Mahlala shared a story that he had a very rough upbringing, which is what I went through as a child too, and I realized that my parents need me, and his story, like, it kind of pushed me it kind of awakened me that I have to start working very hard because my family is depending on my success.
Wazo mo tsebeng wa ka ke ntse le motho ya ratang thuto. He was a teacher by profession. Ka tsela ke mo tsebang ka yona a rata le kereke. Mata le kereke ke motho wa ka gona le thusa batho. A sa kgethe motho ona o le congress o le national o mo Roma jalo ka ofela.
During the year 2019, Mr. Mahlala came here and motivated our recent matriculants to work hard and also made a promise that he will support them financially, seeing that we are from a rural area and we cannot actually be enrolled in schools without any financial support. The students of 2019 made a promise that they would produce the best, and they did. Evidence is by Bongani Mhlenyane, who was also funded by the Mahlala Foundation. He came out of the top 100 and he was the best student in our school. We as the 2023 matriculants, we promise that we will maintain that standard, we will produce great results, 100% to be exact. We will not let the Mahlala Foundation down, and we will sustain the results that have been produced during the recent years. What motivated us was seeing that we are disadvantaged by our background, and we want to change the situation. We want to also be the best, and we also want to change our home situations. Some are poor, some are middle class, and all, etc., etc. But we don't want to be classified as those people who are poor, etc., etc., and continue that legacy. We want to achieve more.
We would like to thank him and his family for the impact that they brought to our school. We really appreciate everything and know that we will work hand in hand with him. He was a godsender to our school, and we really appreciate that.
Tate bothata diketso tsa hae haholo ntlheng ena ya ho thusetsa ke diketso tse re hlollang ka mehla hobane ha ke re le rona re batho re bile re bana ba mo Mosimo empa taba tsa di fihlellang hobane o fihlelle bana ba sa batse ha ba tsebe bana ba ke buang ka bona o ba tseba mohlamono ha lo ba fa dintho taba eno e re ho rona kapa e re ho nna ke motho ka ramola ka letsa ntho tse ngata fela tse modimo ka mofa hobane ntho ha e fumaneng se re utlwisisa hore o sa nela malapa a mang ha e felle ka ga lapa la hae a le mong.
Ke bona motho ya nang le hona empa a sa ikgomoseng ka ho ba le hona hobane ke le tjena ha nka fihla ke re ha ke na letho ke tlo robala ke ntso le jwalo nkeke ka tloa mono ha Tate Mahlala sa mpha letho la hore ke lo robala ke jile le bana.
The foundation recognizes the potential for economic growth and self-sufficiency through entrepreneurship. It supports individuals and small businesses by providing startup capital, mentorship, and resources to help them thrive. The goal is not only to create successful entrepreneurs, but also to stimulate economic development within communities.
For me, it's not a problem. And then I'm fine with it. Because like I said to you earlier, I know I can do it. So if I can understand that I'm in a need, and then I'm as a rescuer, a helper, and then it's about if you can talk, so ha ile hore ke ntho e potlakileng o tsebile o tlo amohela hore wa e hloka ntho ebile ha o sa tla o ya. Maybe o na le trip ya sekolo, you decide oh ka ba re 7 ke tlamile ke kope ene ke a tseba hore ke se ntho ya bang approved easily. Ka nako nngwe be le bo maeto a sekolo for career exhibition and all that o hloka hore you need that. So ha thusa batho ba bang a thusa bana ba sekolo or motho o mong le mong a ine need, I do understand hore ha e fitla to that person e jwang pelong ya hae. Sometimes it will nna bile a hlokomela hore baby we need to help this person, and then easily so abare e ya moratuwa ka nnete motho no hloka ntho e itseng. And then others you'll just tell me baby there is a child or there's a girl or there's a boy who needs school fees, and I'll say baby no, education is important, please help, you understand. And then ha se motho a fanang fela ke motho o checkang the situation, and then happily conscious e ka re modimo wa re guide hore help this person. Obane o ke se bone motho fela bo so ntsha tšhelete you just help o bona motho a sena dieta. Sometimes maybe that person wa kula or wa bona ha sta ba go ke struggle. We do draw a line, especially when people, you know, there's people like taking advantage. We can tell this person is just taking chances. We observe the situation, and then, like hence I said, hunali that thing ering help this person. Hasn't to I'm 200, I'll just give no. We listen to our heart. If get to someone, my heart, I'm happy. Like you can see, I'm happy, and I get to someone to be more happier because I get for bad, get it for now. So it makes me happy.
I was approached by a lot of people. The other day, hey, ngwana ke eno investing ya Free State o tswa Lesotho ona kena sekolo mona South Africa o qeta o etsa matric and is a top performer. We are school in University of Free State. In fact, we are with actuarial science. Hana 15,000 ya register. Ka ngomelen the banking details. I paid within 10 minutes. I had paid that money. Jwale ke sheba fela o kana ebe tlhokahalo e kae mo. I had spent a lot of money. I won't tell how much, but I had spent a lot of money. Then, yaba, yena le baba mpake. No, ntuna agaba tloge. O letsetswe ke motho e mong le mong a reng ke na le ngwana kae kae nthuse tjena e mong a re nna ke batla o nthuse tjena. Let's institutionalize it, ebe ntho e formal and see hore na re ke ke ra e hodisa ya ba re nana betsa ntso. So I agreed to it, and I think it's a good thing. And if it is a good thing, I want it to remain even when I'm gone, because I won't be in this world forever. But haika yes tshwarwa hantle e tla ba teng even 100 years ka morao ga nna ke tloel fatshe mona ke batla go e bentse e phela, because I want to make a difference in other people's lives. Jesu bla etsetsa barutuwa ba hae parable. Hona le motho ya neng a na le batho ba mo kolotang. Motho ena a go batho bana ba babedi ba mo kolotang, tsamayang ikeleng le sekebe la hlola le ntefa. Ha le Jesu botsa barutuwa ba hae hore na ha le bona ya tlang ho leboha haholo ke ofe, ya ba ba re ke ya tloetsweng ka molato o moholo mo ke tswang teng ke hole haholo ka bophelo, and I should give back to the Lord because he has given me so much. Kore umphile haholo ha ke bapisa le mo ke tswang teng. And also understand I'm not sitting in front of you ke bontsha eka ke na le ho feta ka mo batho ba bang ba nang le hona ka teng ke mpa ke re fela tsela eo ke tsamaileng ya bophelo ho fihlella mona mo ke leng teng e bile telele haholo. Mainly ntho e bobebe to be administered, it's education, because when people come and say ke sitwa patala ngwana school fees, you look at the results, o monitor the results from time to time. Ba sa sebetseng hantle o ba bella ka thoko, you only want people who are serious. Ha o hloke dintho tse ngata to monitor that, hobane ditlhahlobo tseo batho ba di fumanang dikolong tsa bona tse fapaneng ke tsona testimony ya hore na should I go ahead or stop. But when it comes to business, I'm already helping a lot of people who dala some small businesses. But to monitor dikgwebo tseno, it's something very difficult. Yo, ka nnete yona re sena much expertise ya hore re ka e latella, and it would be very costly for us to monitor that. Ours will be mainly to focus on education, because we believe that education is the key. Ha motho a kene sekolo tla kgona go sasa a italle kgwebo ya hae. Ke sebaka sa tshepo le mohau ho batjha bohle, not only ba sebetseng hantle, hobane o ka ba le mabaka a etsang hore batjha ba se ke ba sebetsa hantle. Le nna ho ile hwa nna ba le nako e ke bonang hore ha ke sebetse hantle ho latela maemo, empa foundation takatso ya ka kore e fe batjha tshepo ya hore ha re ka ra tsepamisa maikutlo a rona dinthong tse nepaetseng, maphelo a rona a ka fetoha.
Beyond education and entrepreneurship, BMDF engages in various community development initiatives. This includes providing basic necessities like blankets and clothing, supporting local churches, and collaborating with organizations that share the same mission of making a positive impact. BMDF's reach extends beyond Lesotho's borders, as it has assisted students and communities in South Africa's Free State province. It seeks to create a positive ripple effect, fostering a culture of giving and support for those in need.
My relationship with the Mahlala family, it started in 2019 when I met Mr. Mutibi, who was the former Lesedi FM station manager. I co-opted Ntate Mutibi in the circuit through his passion in education. We started with motivation of grade 12 learners. And then Tate Mutibi introduced me to Mr. Mahlala. It was in 2019, whereby normally the beginning of the year, this grade 12 learners, we encourage them to pledge, to target, to indicate to us the target that they are anticipating to get at the end of the year. So we started with the pledge, and we were looking for a motivational speaker. So Ntate Mutibi told me that I know somebody who can relate well to this grade 12 learners, especially the learners in Tabanchu, which is a deep rural. So we met with Mr. Mahlala the first year in 2019, whereby he told them his story, his upbringing, and I could attest to that he relates well with those learners. And then the second year in 2020, we decided to up our game, whereby Ntate Mutibi said to Ntate Mahlala, I think that we need to motivate these learners by awarding the best performers. So we requested the schools to identify the best performers from grade 11, those that will be doing grade 12, the beginning of the year, based on their performance, based on their streams that they were doing. So Mr. Mahlala, the Mahlala family decided that, you know what, let's start by inviting these kids with their parents. And then they sponsored the occasion. They gave us food for all the people that were there. We had almost close to 500 learners and their parents. And then they sponsored us with food. And then he will also relate his story. We don't change the story. Year in, year out, Mr. Mahlala will tell them the same story because it's new learners, it's different learners. And then he will give the best performers trophies, and then we'll also print out certificates. In 2021, Dade Mahlala decided to pledge to these kids. He said that any learner who can be in the top 100 in 2022, top 100 of the province, I pledge 15,000. And then Melizi, the wife to Dade Mahlala, said, I will top it up with 10,000. It will be 25,000. You can imagine how excited were the learners. We didn't believe it because it was a lot of money. But these learners, they worked so hard. That is why we had Lesedi Motlhale, the learner who got 25,000. And we couldn't believe that the 25,000 will be delivered to Lesedi. But Dade Mahlala and Mema Mahlala, they delivered the 25,000. But before the 25,000 was given to Lesedi, Dade Mahlala said, myself and Mema Mahlala must go to Lesedi's family because Lesedi comes from a one parent. He was raised by his father. So we went there because Ndate said, you know what, you give a child 25,000 and 25,000 is nothing. So after 25,000, what next? And then we went there, we met with Lesedi's father, and then we assessed the situation at home. After assessing the situation, Mema Mahlala asked if it will be possible for them to donate a house for the family. Unfortunately, where they stay is not their own land. So it was difficult for them to give them such a donation. You know, but what is good? Out of the 25,000, I don't know whether Lesedi indicated to you, Lesedi bought corrugated iron to extend the so-called mukuku where they stay with their father because it's 3 boys staying with their father. So after that, we had another session this year, fast forward to this year, in 2023, whereby Dade Mahlala also awarded, we year in, year out, we try to improve this award ceremony. We cut the parents because we could see that it's expensive for the Mahlala family, let us be honest, to feed close to 500 people. So we decided that this year we are only going to take the best performers and the learners that are doing grade 11 so that they become motivated when they get to grade 12. And this year we decided that Dade Mahlala must start afresh, pledging, because you can't give 25,000 year in, year out. And we want to extend it so that it cannot benefit one learner. So for the class of 2023, they said that they are going to start with the pledging afresh so that more learners can benefit, starting with 5,000 per learner. But they got the trophies. The best performing school also, which is CDT High School, they got the biggest trophy from Dade Mahlala. You know what this whole thing did to the circuit? In 2019, when Dade Mahlala, this relationship started, the performance of the circuit was very low. We were underperforming. And my biggest worry was the bachelor passes, the quality that these learners, even if we get 100%, but if it's quantity, they will not get university entrance. But the contribution that was brought in by this relationship of us with Dade Mahlala was that learners became highly motivated. We improved on bachelor passes. We got 91 overall pass percentage in 2019, and 40% bachelor passes. We were the best performing circuit in Motheo Education District. It was 2019. In 2020, the same happened. We improved the overall pass percentage to 94% and then 45% bachelor passes. And we didn't have an underperforming secondary school for 2 years in succession. It was a huge success for us. In 2021, only one school underperformed, but the 3 secondary schools, they were also performing well. The results were of good quality. In 2023, the same. We performed well. We were still lacking with 1 secondary school. But really, I want to tell you, this has a huge impact on the overall performance of the circuit. And remember, if the circuit performs, it means the entire district is performing well. That is why Motheo is always number 1 in the province. So we are contributing to that improvement of Motheo.
Bothata envisions a legacy of change and transformation through his foundation. He firmly believes in the power of making a difference and encourages individuals and organizations to join hands in creating a better world. Bothata Mahlala Development Foundation is guided by values deeply rooted in Bothata's own life journey. These values include humility, resilience, honesty, and a strong sense of responsibility towards others. The foundation serves as a testament to the belief that one's background should not limit their potential to create a positive impact.
As the acting deputy principal at City High School, re kopane le Ntate Mahlala mathata ka ngwaga wa 2019. O etetse sekolo sa rona with our circuit manager Menene. His visit was specifically to support and motivate our learners, specifically those who were in grade 12 then. So the purpose of his visit was to motivate and support our learners, especially those they were from the poor backgrounds, ba batlang go ba bona ba le successful in life in terms of careers, so that they can go and plow back to their families. So to them, during 2019, usile his prints, the footprints is already proper into the school. Why? Because his motivation contributed positively towards our learners. In terms of performance, in terms of discipline, that is why the results are on as the school, di khonneng gore di ne at 100%. So he came back later last year again in 2022, doing more or less the same. But what we liked and appreciated as the team at Albert Moroka, his speech was not the same as the speech sa 2019. Why? Because ko Albert Moroka unile thara. The speech was so emotional. We were all touched, the SGB, the circuit managers, the teachers, the learners, the parents who were there. Through his speech, he continued. It was all about botho. How le motho mo setšhabeng, you need to look back. Tate
Bothata ke mo tsebile ha ne Bongane a tswile 100% a tla ka trophy ko hae a ntsebisa hore o ifuwe ke Ntate Bothata Mahlala. Then ka re bitswa mo sekolong re tlo bona dikatleho tse ntate a di etsang, a tshepisa bana ba bang hore ba tlo pasa, o tla a ba fa 25,000. Ana le mofumahadi wa hae ne re na le bomme Manene go no go tletse go le monate mo sekolong. Motivation wa Ntate Bothata o nthusitse haholo ngwana wa ka hobaneng re tswa mo backgroundong e puonyana, ha ke sebetse phela ka grant ya bana. Then ngwana ke o ntse ka bothata hore aba a pase no tjenana o ko university wa ithutela bo doctor. Mare o ntse a dula a hopola mantswe ane ntate ana a mo motivate ka one. ke tena ke ba mo sekolo monana ke sa batlo kgawana le sekolo hobaneng thuso tse re di fumaneng ho tswa ho ntate ke tsona tse etsang hore ke be mona mo sekolong monana le nna ke tlo thusa bana ba bang ba ntse ba tla ka mora Bongani le bona ntse ba bona dinepe tsa hae ba ne ba be motivated.
BMDF is a beacon of hope for those facing adversity, a testament to the potential for change, and a symbol of the enduring human spirit.
What I've benefited from Mahlala's family, like they gave me a prize money, 25,000, and to be quite specific, 25,000, it helped me a lot in order to ensure at least for some of my school stuff and everything.
It serves as a reminder that each individual has the capacity to make a significant difference in the lives of others, regardless of their own circumstances.